Hi, good morning and good evening, everyone. Today, welcome to the Informatica Power Center class, and today we'll talk about Informatica Power Center 961. Basically, this course is all about the Power Center development as well as admin activities that we're going to learn as part of this. And before we go on about the more details, so let me introduce myself. This is Karthik. I'm having 8+ years of IT experience in the Power Center and currently working as an Informatica solution architect. And coming to my training experience, basically I have trained more than 500 students in online and classroom. I'm a certified Informatica professional and I also have Oracle certification. And I worked with an MNCs like TCS, Cognizant, so far, etc. And also conducted the different corporate training workshops for the different clients. That's overall about me. So today I'm going to talk about what is let me just first talk about the course details. So to understand more about the Informatica Power Center, so you need to have prerequisites. So a prerequisite is nothing but you need to have a basic knowledge in SQL, and it would be good if you know the different database knowledge like Oracle, SQL Server and all. So if you have a basic knowledge in SQL, so it will be very helpful for you to understand all the concepts thoroughly in the Informatica Power Center. So let's talk about this course. Basically, the duration of the course. If you're actually attending a weekend classes, it will go for 6 weekends. Both includes both Saturday and Sunday. Each weekend day will have a class for 3 hours, and basically the total 30 hours of online classes will be there, and we will have a 40 hours of practical sessions which you might have to work as a 40 hours of assignment. At the end of the course, we'll concentrate on project roles and responsibilities and how do you need to prepare your resumes for working. And in case if you're stuck up with any issues while practicing the Informatica Power Center labs and all, so there will be a team which will be available here and which is on the 12/6. So always you can reach them on the phone, email and the WhatsApp. You can reach out to them. So at the end of the course, you'll also receive the certificate from the tech classes saying that you've successfully completed the Informatica Power Center course 961. So basically about the videos, since whoever is attending an online class, so they will be receiving a video of the class, a recorded version of video class, which will be sent to you after the class completion by the admin team. So video can be downloaded to your machine, and wherein you can actually play n number of times. So there is no limit as such. I mean, you can download and then use it on your own. So let's talk about more on to the Power Center part now. So basically, most of you already heard about Power Center is like an ETL tool. So basically, the ETL stands for extract, transform, and load. So what do you mean by the extraction? From where you're going to extract the data? What do you mean by the transformation? From where you're going to transform the data? How you're going to transform the data? And then load. So to which system you're going to load the data, that we will understand. So basically, to understand about the ETL process, you need to know about the two different systems, that is your OLTP system and the OLAP system. So OLTP is nothing but an operational system. So OLTP stands for Online Transaction Processing System. So basically, when you talk about the different applications which OLTP is about, so your e-commerce application like Amazon.com, Flipkart.com, eBay.in. So all these are, you can call them as a transactional systems. And some other examples includes like your airline reservation system or your ATM withdrawal system. Basically where you actually book a tickets in IRCTC application, like an Indian railway system application. So these are all called as a transactional systems where you'll have a frequent transactions happening on the system. There will be a frequent transaction on a day-to-day basis. customer like us will go and visit an Amazon website and we make a, we book a product. So that's nothing but a transaction. So here a transaction is nothing but a group of DML statements is called as a transaction. So it's like you're inserting a data, updating the data, or deleting the data. That is called as a DML operation. So that is said to be a transaction. So when you talk about there will be a frequent transactions happening on this system, like basically when you talk about the characteristics of a OLTP system, you'll have a complete transactional data and there will be no history, no historical data will be available, and the data in the OLTP systems will be normalized in nature. The data will be normalized. When you say normalized, the data will be distributed across the more number of tables which will be there. So these operational systems basically are used for a day-to-day operations, and this cannot be used for your analysis purpose. So basically when you talk about the different operational systems, so your mainframe systems are called as your transactional systems, or you might be having the different ERP system like SAP ERP, or you might be having a Oracle ERP system that is nothing but an Oracle EBS. These are all the transactional systems which are used for a day-to-day operations. So from these systems, you're going to extract the data. From these tools, you're going to extract, from these legacy systems or the operational systems, we are going to read the data from. So that reading process is nothing but the extraction of a data. So when we talk about the other application that is called as a OLAP, OLAP stands for a online analytical processing system, which is also called as a data warehouse. So when you talk about a data warehouse is nothing but the database. So where we are storing the data to analyze, or we are storing the data to analyze over there and to find out the profits, loss about your business. To do all the business analysis, we are going to build a data warehouse. So when you say a data warehouse or an OLAP system, that is nothing but the database. I can choose any database as a data warehouse. Basically, I can choose Oracle as a data warehouse, or I can choose a SQL Server as a data warehouse, or I can choose the DB2 Teradata as my data warehouse. So data warehouse is nothing but the collection of data from the different transactional system and then storing in the centralized database, that is called as your data warehouse. Okay. So now basically we understand about the two things. One is a OLTP system, that is a transactional system what we have, and another is a decision support system, that is your data warehouse, which is also called as a OLAP system. So when you talk about an ETL, basically you're going to read the data from all the different transactional and operational systems, and we are going to transform the data. So what do you mean by the transformation? Changing the data from one form to the other form, cleaning the data, or validating the data, or aggregating the data. Calculating the profits according to the region, all these things, or consolidating the data. So this process is called as a transform, and load is nothing but the inserting the data into the data warehouse. So that is called as a load. So when you talk about an ETL process, you're going to read the data from the transactional system, transform the data according to your business requirement, and will denormalize the data, since because data in the operational systems will be in the normalized structure. We are going to denormalize it and then load it into the data warehouse. So basically transform the data and then load it. So this is called as a complete ETL process. So I'll show you the representation of a simple diagram, how the ETL process works and what are the different ETL tools that we have in the market. So if I open a simple paint diagram and then show you how it works, let's say if Amazon has decided to build a data warehouse, they will be having a different transactional systems for different regions. So basically, they might have Amazon.in, which is for India. So basically, Amazon.in for India, and let's say for Amazon.com for US. Amazon.com is for US, and then let's say they have something called as Amazon.au, EU for basically for a Europe. So assume that EU application is developed in the mainframes, and this Amazon.com is actually on the SAP ERP system, which is running for handling all the orders and everything. Amazon.in, basically, let's say this is running on Oracle EBS. So if you see, your transactional data is being distributed across the multiple applications, and there will be a frequent transactions which will be happening on this system. Whenever a US customer goes and book the order, the data will be added to this SAP ERP. Whenever an Indian customer will go and buy, so the data will be added to Oracle EBS, and the Europe customer's data is being captured in the mainframes. Now, Amazon has decided to build the data warehouse. Now, they wanted to analyze the data, or they wanted to understand how their business is actually growing. So for that, they would like to define a warehouse. So which, they will be integrating the data from all these transactional systems into a centralized database. So that is called as an ETL process. So the process of integrating this process is called as an ETL. So we are going to load the data into the data warehouses by using the ETL process. So once we load the data into the data warehouse, it's basically that we analyze the data with the help of a BI tools which are available in the market. So all these business intelligence tools, what it does is it will read the data from your data warehouse, and it will represent the data to the business users in the form of reports. Your reports can be a bar graph, or it can be a pie chart, or it can be a pie chart, or it can be any visualization graph which the business user can understand. So if you talk about the ETL and the BI together is called as a data warehousing project. So if you talk about the different ETL tools which are available in the market, so we have so many ETL tools which are available. One is your Informatica Power Center. You have Data Stage, ODI, Ab initio. Likewise, we have different ETL tools which are available in the market. Similarly, you also have similarly BI tools are available like OBIE, business objects, and basically you have Cognos. Likewise, you have different BI tools which helps you to generate the reports and everything. So if you compare, so in this course we are going to concentrate only on the ETL process. So how do we integrate the data from the different transactional systems into the data warehouse? So basically this could be a database here which I did represent. Okay, so it's Teradata. So basically among all these ETL tools, if you talk about a leader, Informatica Power Center is the leader in the market. So they have close to 40% of the market, ETL market, which they own. Compared to all the other ETL tools, Informatica Power Center is a leader in the market, which has a major market share. So if you see the jobs for an Informatica Power Center will be very high compared to the data stage in ODI and Ab initio, because it is very simple to learn and you need to put up a less effort to create all your programs and everything. So this way, in this course, we'll concentrate only on the Informatica Power Center part. So we're going to learn more details on the Informatica Power Center. So this helps, this is all about the ETL process, what you see. So in a simple terms, extract, transform, and load. So using ETL tools, we'll read the data from operational systems, transform the data, and load it into the data warehouse. So basically, this is about the ETL and how we do it. Let's say in this course, what are the things that we are going to learn? Or how many modules are basically there in this course? So as I said, we'll concentrate only on the Informatica Power Center part. To give you the more precise details, what are the things that we are going to cover as part of this course? This is basically, we will first talk about in the module 1 about the data warehousing basics, in the sense like we are going to understand in detail what is a ETL, what is a BI, uh, what are the different ETL tools, what are the different BI tools that are available in the market, what is the architecture of the data warehouse, all those things we'll understand. So when it comes to the dimensional modeling, basically we are going to understand how to define the tables in the data warehouse or how to design the tables in the data warehouse. We are going to understand all that. Then we will understand about the some ETL fundamentals. Then we will full-fledged way, we will understand what are the different components of Informatica and what are the different Informatica products that we have available in the market, how Informatica Power Center is different from the other products, all those things we'll understand. So in this architecture itself, we are going to see how to set up the repository service, integration service, and all those we will understand. Then we will go on with the project like Power Center client tools. We'll talk about the ETL project lifecycle, like how the general ETL project will start. So as part of this training, we're also going to talk about a separate case study. This case study is like a mini project you can call, wherein you'll understand the complete roles and responsibilities of a developer, how it has to be performed. Everything will be discussed by using a retail OLTP system. We are going to build a separate data mart as part of the curriculum, what we are going to define. So when you talk about the different features that we are going to learn in Informatica Power Center, so these are all the different transformations which we are going to learn. So more than 20 to 22 transformations which we are going to learn as part of the curriculum. And when it comes to the finally, in this itself, we are going to understand what is a Unix, Unix shell scripting. And basically for an Informatica Power Center developer, Unix shell scripting plays a very important role. So we are going to understand that. And we'll also see about how to schedule the workflows, what are the third-party scheduling tools that we have available in the market, and how the unit testing will be done in Informatica. And also we will also cover the different advanced topics like how to do the performance tuning, what are the partitioning, parallel processing in Informatica, what is a pushdown optimization. We will also understand about the admin activities like installation of Informatica and how the installation will be done and how the migration of the code happens from one environment to the other environment. So all these things will be discussed. So as I said, this course is completely focused on the Informatica developer and administrator responsibilities, wherein you're going to understand the complete Informatica admin responsibilities as well as an Informatica developer responsibilities. You're going to learn from end to end. So this course is a package of complete end-to-end curriculum. So by the end of this course, you can confidently walk in as a 3-year-old developer, Informatica Power Center developer by the end of this training. Okay, so in order to understand the complete features of Informatica and everything, so we have actually defined the almost 40 to 43 scenarios where we are going to implement the complete practical scenarios, all the real-time business use cases in the Informatica. So what are the different business use cases that we are going to cover as part of this is, it's almost all the business use cases what you see are going to be covered. So if you talk about the business use cases, basically this will be circulated to you once you get contact with the Tech Classes team, or you can also find the syllabus in the techclasses.com website. Okay. So if you see, basically this will cover the granular details of the course topics, what we are going to cover as part of the training. So as I said, the data warehousing basics and the data modeling, again the Informatica architecture components, we'll learn about the different things, and we will talk about the different different use cases like eliminating the duplicate records, splitting the data, across the multiple targets using the router transformation. So incremental loads, how to implement the slowly changing dimensions, how to load the data into star schema, converting the rows into columns, columns into rows. So different, almost 40 business use cases will be discussed as part of the training when you see that. So by the end of after the training, we are also going to help you with a project implementation as well as a ETL and the BI testing overview and how the testing process will happen in the general Informatica projects. So these are all the complete details which will be discussed as part of the training. So last thing is like about the installation. So basically here from tech classes, we are going to provide you the two types of installation. One is that in order to make yourself comfortable with the Unix shell scripting and the real-time exposure. So we are going to provide you the Unix server access, which is based in the tech classes premise. You're going to access this Unix server and then practice all the programs, what is going to be discussed in the class. And at the same time, this Unix server access is basically provided till the end of the course. So, and for that, we are also going to provide the VM installation, virtual machine installation, which will consist of Oracle Database 11G, Informatica 961 server, client, and the SQL developer. So, with this, you'll get the non-expiry license of Informatica, wherein you can use it forever. So, when it comes to the Informatica Unix server access, it's like you're going to set up you're going to have an Informatica client in your machine, and then you'll start interacting with the Informatica server, which is there in the tech classes premise. So when you go to the real time, this will be this type of real time exposure you need, wherein basically in the real time you'll not have Informatica server installed in your machine. You'll have only the client, and you have to connect to the server, which is available in your customer premise. So that is the reason, in order to make yourself comfortable with a real-time scenario, we are providing you this Unix server access, which will be provided till the end of the course. So this is about the Unix server access, and this is on the VM installation, which will be provided. So when you practice the hands-on labs, which will be there on the Unix server, on the VM, it is the same. So this is a Windows-based environment, and you're going to practice on the Unix server environment. So for practicing all the hands-on labs, we are going to provide you the complete soft copies of all the hands-on labs, which will be provided to you once you enroll to the course. So this will be each and every hands-on lab. If you see, these are all the soft copy or the materials of each and every hands-on lab, which it is available, and this will be shared with you. And along with this, we will also share the sample technical design document, sample unit testing test scripts, sample database scripts, how it will be available, and the different source files, target files which are being used. So this is a complete package of the Informatica. So the same course from the Informatica University you'll be receiving in the two Developer 1 training and Developer 2 training. Basically, we have combined two course contents into one curriculum, and then we have defined this complete curriculum for you. So this is overall details about the Informatica Power Center course. And from tech classes, as I said, like we have trained more than the 500 to 600 candidates so far on the Informatica Power Center itself. So this is all about the Informatica Power Center course curriculum, what we are going to do, and then how we are going to implement it. So this is all about a demo, and in case if you have any questions, probably you can get in touch with the Informatica, tech classes team. So they'll be able to help you with all the queries what we have about the course and everything. So you can always reach us at these numbers, as well as you can also reach us at another number, that is your 7411642061. So for online training, you can get in touch with here. So 7411642061. In case if you're looking for a classroom training, you can get in touch here. So they'll be able to help you out if you have any further questions on the course. So this course will cover both admin activities as well as a Power Center developer activities will be covered as part of this. Okay, thank you for listening to this demo, and looking forward for you to join with us on the Informatica Power Center. Thank you.